Hey guys, it's Andrew, back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing the final episode review for Boys Planet. I'm pretty upset, not gonna lie, that this is the end. I feel like it was just yesterday I was watching Boys Planet for the first time. I remember the first episode I watched, I was with my cousin Alyssa, and we were literally in the basement of my house, and it was going on, I think, like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we just decided, since I had finally got my subscription for Vicky at the time, to watch it. And I never would have known that I was going to be so attached to the show and so attached to all of the trainees. So the fact that it's already like the end of it and it's just like gone, I'm kind of a little bit sad, because that was kind of like my comfort show for the past like 12 weeks. But I had a good time while it lasted. I ended up getting introduced to a lot of trainees and contestants and just really talented like men that I just really want to support now. So I guess it's like a win-win in a way, so I can't be too upset that it's ending. So yeah, we're gonna be getting into the review, so I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get started. Alright you guys, so it has been a while since I watched a finale for just a survival show. The last one that I watched was My Teenage Girl, and if y'all aren't aware, that's like very different compared to what Boys Planet is. And that did a really good job like producing the final episode, I never watched Girls Planet, so I don't know if it was similar, but for Boys Planet, I really liked how it was produced and how everything was ran. Only thing I have to complain about the final episode is, why was it almost 4 hours long? I feel like the reason why it was 4 hours long was because every single time Hwang Min-hyun, the MC for the last episode, I feel like he was told to be like really slow with like presenting or like emceeing. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why this episode was like 4 hours long. That's just me going on a tangent, so we're just gonna dive right on into all the stuff prior to the top 9, and then I'll discuss about the top 9 as well as like what I think about all the members. I had all of the trainees and all the former contestants all there. I got to see my boys Haruto and Seonghwan. For those of you who haven't watched my previous episode reviews, Haruto and Seonghwan were in my top 9, and they did end up getting eliminated. So I only have 7 contestants for this final episode for my top 9, which I guess they're now my top 7. But I got to see Seonghwan and Haruto, as well as all of the other trainees that I love, on the show one last time, which was really cool. So I really like that they all got some screen time. Also got to see the Star Masters, and they also had some funny moments there when they were talking. I love Lip J so much, she's so hilarious. Kepler was also there, which is really exciting. So some of the things that they showed prior to the top 9 were obviously their performances for Jelly Pop and Hot Summer. Before the boys performed those songs, they showed a VCR of the members creating a promotional or kind of like a trailer video for their performance. It was kind of funny. They made one of the members of each team dress up as a girl, and they had a whole storyline going on for their trailer. After they showed both of those and they had both performances performed, they also showed all of the members get together. They did a fan meet, an online fan meet. I think they did something along the lines of where they all dressed up in pajamas, and then they had a sleepover fan meet where they were broadcasted live on like a live stream, and they answered questions. I believe Park Hanbin and Junhyun were the MC for their little fan meet, danced to the mission, the third mission songs. Towards the end of that fan meet, they also had a bunch of different videos of fans saying hi to each and every one of the contestants on the show, and they all said their little speeches and said what they wanted to say to each of the trainees. And that part I thought was so like just cute and just so wholesome. And it was sad because all of the trainees were all crying, and you know, they were emotional, but you know, I feel like they should know that all their hard work is paying off because they are getting fans literally around the world. I also had another sleepover just between the members. I'm not gonna go too in depth with the Jelly Pop and Hot Summer performances because I am planning on releasing reaction videos for those performances. They probably won't be coming out until next week after this is released. So, but make sure to look out for that, and I'll go more in depth with those performances. I honestly don't know which song I liked more. I don't know if I liked Jelly Pop more or if I liked Hot Summer more. Because I thought when I initially first heard the little snippet of Hot Summer, I was gonna enjoy Hot Summer a lot more. But the performance for Jelly Pop was really good. It was pretty well balanced. They also prepared a special ballad song after they performed Jelly Pop and Hot Summer, which I thought that was really good. All of that aside, it was time for them to announce the top 9 that would be debuting in the new group. Let's go ahead and talk about the name of the group. I'm gonna be straight up. That name, Zero Base One, it sounds really cool. I don't think I'm ever gonna be calling them by their full name, Zero Base One. Kind of like how they do, like they had TXT, Tomorrow by Together. I'm never gonna be saying Tomorrow by Together. I always say TXT. That's how it's gonna be with this group. I'm never gonna say Zero Base One. I'm just gonna say ZB1, and I think ZB1 sounds a little bit cooler, or it just sounds a little bit better, I think. Which I also saw a TikTok after I watched the episode. I saw a TikTok about how all the Chinese members, or all the Chinese contestants that were eliminated, they were all laughing in the crowd when they first heard the name. And the reason why is because Zero Base One has a different meaning in Chinese than it does for English and Korean, which honestly, if you look it up, you guys, go on TikTok if you guys want to. That cannot like make Boys Planet any more better. I think the name's okay. Top 9. I think it's a pretty decent lineup. I had 5 out of the 7 of my picks make it into the final group, which I think that's really good. I was really impressed. So in 8th place was Kim Ji-young, which I was kind of surprised that he got that low of a voting. But then again, the whole voting system was a lot more different for the last episode, so I guess that kind of makes sense why he kind of got a lot more lower than what I expected him to get, but still really a good place. And I don't know why, but I low-key feel like he's gonna be the leader. I just have a small feeling like he's gonna be the leader. The 7th spot was Yubin. I kind of felt that he was gonna make it into the final lineup, because the way that he just shot up in ranking towards the end of the show, I was like, oh damn, okay. Coming up in 6th place is Tede. Ooh, I was kind of surprised that Tede made it. I know that he was getting really popular and he was going up in popularity in the voting, but I didn't expect him to make it into the final. I do like him though. I'm not saying anything in a bad way as I'm surprised, but I do like him and I love his vocals. So, ooh, I think he's gonna be killing it for the vocals for when they debut. I hope he does. The 5th place was Park Gunuk. Ooh, Gunuk, my man. Okay, I was really hoping that he was gonna make it, but I didn't know if he was, because he was on that borderline of making the top 9 and not making the top 9. So I don't really know what happened towards the end of the show where he just shot up, but hey, I'm gonna take it because I was really nervous that Gunuk wasn't gonna make it. So I'm really happy that he made it. In fourth place was another shocking one. It was Ricky, my man Ricky. Oh my god. This is another one I was super excited that he made it into the final lineup, because I know that he was popular on, you know, on TikTok, all the social media, but I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it, just like how Gunuk was, because Gunuk was also really popular online. But you just, with how they were doing in the voting, I didn't think that they were gonna make it. I know that Ricky did rise up within the last elimination. He did rise up in his placings, but I was kind of surprised, especially getting high up like that. But I'm super excited for him. I think the whole entire group just fits. Like, they just complement each other very well, and I think they all like fit in, and they just all look really good. Number 3 spot was Matthew. Ooh, I was really hoping he was gonna make it into the final lineup, and also I love that his mom and his sister were there, because I know that most of the parents for the top 18 were there. Seeing all the parents, they were all emotional, happy, you know, cheering. They all had their banners up for their, you know, for their boys. It was just really cute. We're gonna do both number 2 and number 1 together, because man, this was shocking. Not shocking as in who was gonna be in the top 2, because we already knew Song Hanbin and Zhang Hao, they were the 2 most popular amongst the K group, G group, the whole show in general. They were really popular, so I knew they were gonna be first and second, but the way that it ended up, I was not expecting the placing or ranking. It was shocking to me how Song Hanbin was first for so long, and then all of a sudden the curveball for him to get second and Zhang Hao got first. That was surprising to me. But hey, I'm not gonna complain, because Zhang Hao, he was eating it for all the different performances, all the missions. Especially for Over Me, he was killing it, especially with how he took the leader role for that mission. So honestly, that's really cool, and I know that one of the benefits for being first is he gets his own solo song on the album, so that's really cool. And finally, in the 9th place, Han Yujin to get this spot, I was like, okay, that makes sense, because he was like, you know, eating up the rankings lately. Good for him. I really like that. Just, he's so young. He's so young. Like, he's younger than me. He just turned 17. I don't know when his birthday is, but on the show he mentioned that he just turned 17, and that means he's like probably like a year or 2 younger than me. That's surprising, and here I am just sitting here making a YouTube video. That was my overall breakdown of the top 9 for Boys Planet. I think that all of them deserve it. I think they all did a really good job. Their rankings, I think, were pretty decent. A couple of them are a little bit, like, you know, shocking, but hey, I mean, I don't know. I guess with the voting, like, what do you expect last minute? I don't know. Still very bummed out for the other 9 that were in the finals that couldn't make it, but I'm really hoping that a lot of them will get to go back to their companies and will get to debut soon. Yuhua trainees, as well as the Wake One trainees alone, they have enough members both in the K group and G group to debut a full group. So I'm hoping that those 2 companies can debut all the trainees that were on the show in their own groups, because they do have enough members to debut a pretty decent group. I'm really hoping that they debut very soon. Only 2 trainees that didn't make it into the top 9 that were in my top 7 were Jay and Park Hanbin. I was really hoping that Jay was gonna make it. I was kind of hoping that he was gonna get 9th, but I don't know. It's just for him to just barely make it. I think it's still good that he got the recognition, and hopefully his company can debut him pretty soon, because, you know, I don't know, I feel like his company's been making him and Boomhan like B trainees for the longest time. Also really upset for Park Hanbin, because I literally love Park Hanbin, and I think that he has such a well character and just a well work ethic, and just like he has the leader materials. I hope to see him debut real soon. You know, if not under Wake One, under another company maybe. Anyways, you guys, that was my review on Boys Planet and Zero Base One in the top 9 lineup. Honestly, this was a very enjoyable show for me personally. It has been a while, like I said, since I got into a survival show. And it's funny because as Boys Planet was just wrapping up, Fantasy Boys just started the season 2 of My Teenage Girl. I basically was starting Fantasy Boys as Boys Planet was wrapping up. But yeah, honestly, Boys Planet was really enjoyable for me. And I'm just gonna miss it so much. I'm low-key might just like binge watch it and rewatch it again, even though that's gonna take a long time because the episodes are so fucking long. I need more. Oh. Make sure that you guys stay tuned and, you know, subscribe on my channel, because once Zero Base 1 ZB1 debuts, I will be checking them out, and I might make a full video of checking out not only the music video and reacting to the music video, but also a whole entire review on all of their songs, which I never do on my channel. So since they are from Boys Planet, I might just do that, so look out for that once they finally debut. I'll also be supporting all of the other trainees and contestants that were on the show, so if they ever debut, just know that they will also be on my channel in the future whenever they decide to debut. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around with me for this whole entire journey for Boys Planet. I had a really good time watching it. I had a really good time filming my reaction videos for you guys. I had a really good time making these reviews for you guys. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow my social media links in the description below, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys!